Hey, so we have released more exciting features to help streamline your operations and keep a thumb on the pulse of your business. The uh, One of the first additions here is we've added a new trigger type, and so now you can get an SMS or you can get an email as well on an invalid kiosk check-in. You can add, if somebody checks in at the kiosk, and if they either don't have their waivers or they have an invalid payment or their subscription's bad, or if their account doesn't exist at all, you can configure this to send yourself or your staff members or whoever text messages and emails. This can also be used to send a text message or email to the individual as well, just to give them a heads up, like, hey, there's an issue with your account. Sometimes that helps, kind of keep them abreast of what may be happening. I know on the kiosk, it'll say, you need to sign waivers and stuff like that. But sometimes, it's not, people aren't paying attention or whatever. If they get an explicit message, either email or text, sometimes that could help. But this also helps you as the owner or your managers or whoever keep an eye on, hey, wait a second, we had somebody that scanned in, but their payment was bad. Let me go see what happened there. Additionally, we have a running roster. And so you can keep this open. If you have a dedicated device at your gym, you can load it up on your phone. You can have it on an iPad or some kind of device there. And the idea is this sort of just auto refreshes and keeps things, lets you see who's checked in for what. And additionally lets you know, hey, is this person checking in for too many classes, or is something happening here, right? Like, why is, maybe this person's membership level, they're only supposed to be able to attend, one class a week, and now they're attending 2 or 3. It gives you that transparency. And so if we come here, I will go ahead and demo this. So we can, these are all test accounts here with fake data. So no privacy concerns. So here I'm going to go ahead and check in. It's going to say available classes. Do I want to do boxing fundamentals or open mat? I'm going to go ahead and do the boxing fundamentals. That's what I'm going to check in. And then you see here, this went ahead and updated. Gave me the name, told me it was a walk-in as well. And the differentiator there is if you have somebody who's pre-registered, so like they've gone in and they've checked in or registered for the class, they'll show up like this without that walk-in information there. Otherwise, it'll say that they're walked in. Now, additionally, these individuals, that is just the roster. And so that's people who have signed up for the class, right? So additionally, if somebody has pre-registered for the class, we can come in here and I'm going to show you what checking this person in looks like. We're going to come here, check in. They're going to boxing fundamentals. Boom. Karina. And then now it lets me know, it puts this little check mark next to their name. And so these are individuals who have signed up. They maybe haven't actually checked in yet. These are individuals who have checked in that have the check mark next to them. And then if they, just randomly walked up and checked in, they'll show up as a walk-in. So this is probably pretty common. A lot of BJJ, MMA gyms, they don't necessarily require you to pre-register for a class. It's just, hey, your membership level allows you to show up to 3 classes a week or something like that. And so this would probably be pretty common in those scenarios. Let's say, in this one, there's a boxing fundamental class at 6 p.m. Destiny just decides to stroll in there, which is fine. That her membership level allows that. And she gets flagged as a walk-in. So again, new exciting functionality here. You can get triggers now if there are any issues with the check-in. Additionally, we have the roster. And finally, in an effort to boost sort of the marketing efforts and that kind of stuff, we now have built in the functionality that you can have you can have these membership levels automatically switch to a different membership level. So after expiration, you can convert them to another level. And so an example for this would be if you have a plan that is, an introductory offer, and let's just say, you're offering, 10 days for $10 or something similar. You can have it so that after expiration, let's say that, it's 10 days for $10. And then if you don't cancel, it goes to, this base level here that's $30 a month or something like that, or whatever. You can set that up here. And so simply all you would have to do is, put the 10 for 10 or whatever, it's going to be at the end of it, save this change. And then what's going to happen is after individuals, register, once their expiration hits, they're automatically going to be bumped to the next level. If it is a membership level that is that does not have a recurring billing or something like that, it'll tell you there's not going to be a charge. And so an example would be if you decided at the end of that period you were going to downgrade them to waiver only. This is how you would do it. They would not get billed. Or even if you decide to put them in as a drop-in, it's not going to suddenly charge them the drop-in fee or the day pass or whatever. However, if you do something where it is a monthly charge, it will automatically bump them up to monthly, and it'll go ahead and charge them, whatever that fee is. So after the introductory period, let's say it's going to be $50 a month, they get charged $50, and then their next rebill date would be 30 days out, or if it was going to be quarterly, 3 months out, or however you structure your membership levels. So these are all features that are currently live on Managed Memberships. You're welcome to try these out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via email.